Hello, everybody. My name is Saw Aung Myint. Today I'm going to present about developing civil leadership for youth ministry program. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the youth learner will understand the quality of leader in the church, the the quality they display and aspire as best leader in the church or community. And at the end of the session, youth learner will evaluate the leadership quality by writing the evaluative mark in a notebook. Hook, who among us here were to become a civil leader? Anyone? Regarding this picture, which one do you think, which one will be a civil leader? And which one would you like to follow? Book have here what is a civil leadership, example of civil leader in the Bible, the character of civil leader should have, the character that civil leader should not have. So what is civil leadership? Regarding Robert Kim Greenleaf said, the civil leader is a civil first. Also Jesus said, the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve in Matthew chapter 20 verse 28. Simply mean that the one who were to serve other and be one to aspire to lead. Before we explain the term servant leadership, necessary to understand the term servant means the one who serves and does voluntary in their community. The service means an act or helpful activity in a group. The leader means the one who guiding and directing hand and aspiring others go beyond their followers. Biblical basis of civil leadership. There are a lot of civil leader in the Bible, but to develop our civil leadership program for youth ministry, so the youth learner will follow the Bible characters. The first one is Jesus. In John chapter 30, verses 4 to 5, Jesus gone out for the meal, took out his outer clothing and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, dry them with the towel that was wrapped around him. So actually, Jesus is for God and being a teacher. Why? He washed his disciples' feet. That's how Jesus denied himself and take a lower place as a servant leader. Therefore, Jesus showed us that leadership is not all about authority. It's all about half self-denial and humility and showing the love to his follower. Next is Moses. In Numbers chapter 12 verse 3, now Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else on the face of the earth. We cannot imagine that how hard of Moses lead his people. But Moses, faithful with his calling, caring and guiding his people with patience and humility. In Hebrew chapter 3 verse 5, Moses was faithful as a servant in our God's house, very witness to what could be spoken by God in the future. Next, servant leader character. To develop servant leadership program for youth ministry, the youth learner should have the quality of good character. Some character here is number one, apathy. The servant leader should have the ability to mentally project one own consciousness into one another's. Therefore, to be apathy leader, we need to walk among in our followers' shoes. Simply mean that to truly put ourselves in other person's shoes and understand their feeling and their experience, and their emotion. So to know that, we need to relationship or fellowship with them. In John chapter 11, verse 35, said, Jesus wept. Do you remember when Jesus went to the death of Lazarus and saw his sister crying? And Jesus cried with them. That highlight Jesus' empathy and compassion to the family. So we clearly understand that a good servant leader tries to understand and empathy with others. Therefore, if you have an empathy in your heart, you are someone who can be trusted by others. Next, listening. Every leader needs communication skills because this is a part of decision making. If leader doesn't listen to his follower, they can misinterpret the information what their follower have said to them. Through listening, the leader can adjust what is said and what is not said. Therefore, listening is a key to deal with conflict resolution and be able to know how to avoid the conflict. Regarding Ridley said, listening is also competence, getting in touch with one inner voice and seeking to understand what body, spirit, and mind are communicating. In Mark chapter 10, verses 46 to 52, the story of blind man who began to call Jesus to heal him, but many people asked him to be called, but he doesn't. But Jesus take time to listen to him. They asked him what he had to do for him. So Jesus healed this man through listening as well. Next, healing. Healing is not only to heal the sickness. Several leaders need to heal the heart and the community through the resolving the conflict. Therefore, several leaders should become a healer for poor in physical and spiritually and hopeless people to give them hope. I personally view that without healing in our community, there is no unity. In John chapter 4, verses 1 to 42, the Samaritan woman, she really needs spiritual and emotional healing. Because in her community, many people will see her as sinful lifestyle or prostitute. So Jesus see her sickness and Jesus healed that woman. After that, she became a blessing for others. Yes, healing is very important as well. Next, build a community. The seven leaders must understand how to build a community among the group or organization of the church. Therefore, they are able to build community, including give back through service to the community, invest financially into the society and care one community. Relief said in the first century, the local community used religion in individual, outlook, and personality. Otherwise, they only focus on their self and they are not focused for others. So that only the seven leader should take responsibility to build up the community and seek what is the need in the community and make better of their community. In Luke chapter 6, verse 60, Jesus chose his 12 disciples. That his disciple will come from different background and different attitudes. But Jesus has the same purpose to build up better community and share the gospel over the world and support one another. Next is personal devotion. As a servant leader, we need to lead many people, including youth, elders. So we need to take time for our personal devotion through prayer, Bible study, meditation, and reflecting in our daily life. Jesus us that in Luke chapter 6, verse 12, one of those days, Jesus went up to the mountainside to pray and spent the night praying to God. Actually, Jesus is for God and he is also God, but he always have a personal devotion time. 6 is the most important things. Self-denying. Servant leader need to seek spiritual growth to follow the will of God, focus on humility and self-sacrifice for others or for their followers. For that, there is no self-centered and self-love. Also, Jesus said to us that whoever were to become my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. If we deny ourselves, surely we will love to follow Jesus and lead others like Jesus and focus for other growth and see other needs first. Jesus gave us the example. He is the Son of God, but he came to the earth, and that is how Jesus denied his identity and came to suffer with humility and give us salvation. Next, the character that servant leader should not have. So to develop our youth ministry program, the youth learner should know the way that God does not like and the character that they should not have. First is put something in God's place. When servant leader puts something alien in God's place, they will lack of compassion and will focus only on self-centeredness. Therefore, they will worship the idols as money, house, and business. Jesus called the church as Ephesus to take with the confidence that this man is good deed and perseverance. It had lost in first love. Whatever it is not worth taking the place of your worship of God in Revelation chapter 2 verses 1 to 7. Next, trusting in something other than God. When we trust something other than the character and unconditional love of God as our source of security and self-worth and put our sense of security, position, performance, position, and personal content. Instead of this, servant leader must place their trust in that which is eternal and trusting God alone. Next, pride is set out the promotion and like try to burn out balloon with a hole in it. Its lowly business requires consistent effort with only temporary result that never satisfy or please anybody or anyone. Proverbs 60 verse 5 said, "The Lord detests all the proud of heart." A servant leader cannot keep the pride in their heart because Jesus said, "Whoever wants to become a great among you must be your servant and slave first." Simply means that we need to be humble. Yes, finally, Jesus said, "Whoever believes in me will do the work I have been doing, and they will do every greater things that this because I'm going to the Father." Also, Jesus gave us the best example that also leadership, the servant leader should lead his followers that he washed his disciples' feet. He said, "I am your Lord and teacher. I have washed your feet. You also should wash one another's feet." In John chapter 30, verse 14. Look, do you see anyone as the best leader in your church or community? And what is the quality do this so that inspire you? Please, could you write it down in your notebook? Talk. The youth learner we evaluate the leadership skill as they have learned and the quality that they have. So service, if you deserve with 100, you can give it 100. Self-denial, management, vision, teaching, protecting new leader, humility, sharing responsibility, and influence. If you deserve all these things, 100 mark, you can give it. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all.